Avatars are everywhere. In gaming, indie sci-fi short films, celebrity concerts online, and even commercial advertising from the largest brands. Now, we've seen 2 years of NFT craze in what might be the metaverse. We've also seen incredible progress in 3D software tools for gaming and video applications. And after this video, you're gonna really see why avatars are about to take off. Let's start with something we're all probably pretty familiar with. Chances are you've interacted with avatars in a game. Maybe you had a character to control, you had an agent to be, maybe you had some items to select and to wear. Or maybe you can think about your favorite 3D characters. Avatars are now more accurate, more customizable, and easier to work with than ever. We're about to see an explosion in avatars in gaming, in film and cinema, even live performances, blending reality and the digital world. And definitely, we're gonna see so much in the industrial application side in areas like VR and AR. I'm gonna talk about some of my experiences as a gamer, as someone who's interested in 3D, as well as someone who's now been working in 3D for a few years. I'd love to show you some of the cool things that have happened over the past few years, what it looks like today, and then maybe help you jog to see where we could be a little bit further from now. At the most rudimentary level, avatars make me think of two things, and it definitely starts with gaming. I think of Tony Hawk, I think it was Pro Skater 3. I had the chance to make my own custom character, give him stats, and choose between goofy or regular. I had the chance to select clothing items, make some subtle adjustments to their face, and it was the first time I could see customizing a character that wasn't mine or wasn't made for me. Now I also think, as simple as it is, Runescape. Runescape had the immediate start that you could instantly personalize some very basic elements to your character. Select a hairstyle, select a beard, select male, female, add a few basic clothing items before you started your journey. Of course, with early graphics, we were so limited in what we could do. But the reality was, we didn't need that much. We could add things that we didn't have for our existing selves. A young kid could imagine armbands and perhaps you have a different opinion, tattoos on the NBA player they'd aspire to be. We were freer to take risks in our characters and express ourselves in different ways. Avatars also made me think of less customizable characters, about skins, armors, and items. You might play Overwatch, or you might play Fortnite or CSGO. In fact, one skin for a CSGO weapon just sold for $129,000 to a collector. These items have nothing but a cosmetic aesthetic to it. But then there's of course this critical area in games like World of Warcraft or Diablo where you select specific classes and races where you had certain attributes and abilities, and that would kind of define your role in that ecosystem. As I look past my experience in gaming and start working closer with entertainers, I see CGI film and production. I see music visuals. I even see virtual streaming as avatars. So, why are avatars so important? You have to think about volume first and where we're starting from. In the US, we have over 215 million gamers. 65% of American adults are gamers. 71% of American kids are gamers. And if we think to one single game, one single experience driven by avatars, we have Roblox. 56 million daily active users, on average spending more than $51 per year. Even the largest brands like McDonald's and Chipotle have built experiences to get exposure in Roblox. And that's just one game. Minecraft is said to have over 120 million monthly active users itself in a very similar avatar-driven exploratory build game. A second really critical thing about avatars is expression. You have such a range of possibilities when it comes to a lot of these systems. If you're thinking about all the games that exist and all the different ways you can represent yourself, you have this wide spectrum from fantasy, perhaps medieval, all the way down to things like photorealism and really replicating yourself. In fact, there's tools these days where you can actually upload your own photo and have that generate as something really close and represented in the avatar you're going to work with. Not only are we not confined to our physical selves, we can constantly reinvent who we are, whether that is in the same game or whether that's following our aging interests. And you can't overstate the importance of the fact that how you represent yourself online doesn't have to tie back to your physical characteristics or physical identity. Even the most famous streamers are universally called by their online IDs. And the third thing we'll cover is socializing and social status. Now, when I was growing up and coming on to Runescape and World of Warcraft, right in that era was kind of the emergence of this casual MMO game where you could go online, you might meet up with your friends, and you might just hang out. While there were side quests, there was missions, there was a grind and progression, there was also this element of meeting up and socializing online. In fact, for me, it resonates so much because after school, this was my chance to meet back with some of the same school kids I was hanging out with earlier in the day. And when you think of millions of players concurrently online, often hundreds and hundreds of players, if not thousands of players in that same digital space, you can see why your representation in that game, in that instance, becomes so important. And really, what is spending a little money to a game and a community that seems to have given you so much? And the most important thing is we are spending more time than ever exactly in these online communities. It says that in 2022, we spent about an average of 13 hours per week gaming, and around 41% of those hours were spent with someone else. So far, we've really focused a lot on gaming. Understandably so, this is the largest area of entertainment today, and it's not even close. Let's now talk about how avatars are evolving. And the first one is super important. It's music, and its celebrities. During lockdowns, of course we couldn't go to concerts. A musician's revenue was completely shut down and all of their other operations. One company that really stands out is Wave XR. They managed to get some of the biggest names in music like Justin Bieber, John Legend, Calvin Harris, The Weeknd, and quite a few others to create massive digital experiences and online concerts. They partnered with some of the biggest brands like Meta and TikTok to make some of the most incredible 3D experiences we have seen to date. People could put in a VR headset, go and experience that, or they could watch it in some sort of browser form or even directly on TikTok. Now, celebrities, musicians, people with actual teams, they know how distribution works, and they know that this trend allows them to reach much broader audiences and completely new form factors. This is totally something that is not going to go away. Interoperability. Okay, we have to bring back the metaverse. It's important because Ready Player One helped us imagine a connected world where we could go in and out of spaces. We could be one persistent character, be one identity, and then be who we want and experience a variety of different things. That sort of interoperability is exactly what the metaverse promises, and what it looks like we're bit by bit working towards, even if they are an isolated system. The idea of something like Ready Player Me, where you can design an avatar that works across 50 plus applications and go and experience those applications, whether it's something in the business productivity realm, whether it's VR chat and a very social experience, is something that's completely unique and only can expect to be a larger audience and a much more compelling offering as that tech progresses. And we have to talk about indie CGI. A bedroom creator or small team is now able to produce at the level of some Hollywood effects, and they're able to bring stories to life just like a AAA game studio could. These tools are often free now, and actually becoming easier and easier to use. These increasingly accessible tools are now applicable at the avatar level. Metahuman has brought us some of the most compelling photorealistic characters that are now completely customizable. This is going to have so much implications, not just on gaming and film, but across the entire 3D realm. Virtual influencer. With amazing 3D tools and character creation capabilities, we're now seeing totally new forms of entertainment. That streamer where it's me broadcasting to a webcam is now something that you can completely do as a digital identity. We're also seeing a new area of virtual influencers, maybe an Instagram star or future pop star musician, and they're in fact catching so much steam that they're interacting with real life celebrities. Sure, a lot of this has to be proven out, and it still represents a small audience, but it's really key to seeing where this might go, especially as we blend closer and closer between bits and atoms. Chances are you spent hours, days, weeks, perhaps even upwards of a year interacting with an avatar. Maybe 15 years ago, we were excited about changing a few pixels to dial in a new color. That character and that experience, it was ours, whether we were sharing those with others or where we were playing by ourselves. Now, we can access photorealistic graphics from a rectangle that fits in our pockets. The tools have never been easier to use, and we can expect to see more and more applications as we go throughout the years and see entertainment evolve into a truly digital space. So, hopefully I left you with something awesome. Hopefully you're mind blown at the amount of daily people logging into Roblox. Now, if any of this resonated, leave a comment, help guide where we're gonna go with this channel.